Tonight, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the Cleveland Browns taking on the Denver Broncos.
We're in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They've got all W's on the ledger so far, a perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all. And I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 2nd down at 5. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Looking to throw.
There's the rookie from Auburn, Anthony Schwartz.
And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. 22 carries, 98 yards, too shy of 100.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Bridgewater's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. He's got his tight end fan. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We're scoreless after 1. Bridgewater now for Gordon on the draw. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Bridgewater. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Bridgewater. He gets this to the former Aztec, Kahale Waring. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A first down throw for Bridgewater. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Bridgewater. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Browns drive about to get started.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
2nd down and inches. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Bridgewater now. Completes it to Fant on the right side.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
2nd and 11 at the 41.
Bridgewater to throw it. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To the air again with Bridgewater. And that's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Over the middle, complete to Judy.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. To throw, Bridgewater.
We're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts.
And the Browns are going to get the football back at their own 17.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
He's airing it out for Williams. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
KJ Hamler returning it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the 3rd quarter on the ground with Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
The Broncos send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
A give. This is Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it. No, he didn't. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A give running right is Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
They'll find Williams on the slant.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So they got the deal done, and now he can just focus on football. He's got that behind him. Family not going anywhere, staying put. He can focus on football.
And I like how you mentioned the family, because that's a huge part of it, because everyone needs to be happy and comfortable. And, you know, while this process was going on, people had to be wondering, especially within his own crew, are we going to have to move? Are we going to have to change things? Not anymore. They get to stay where they're comfortable and familiar.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A run for Nick Chubb. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A timeout here as we got a player shaken up, and that's Johnson who's down on the field. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
They go play action. Bridgewater. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. 3 yards the gain there, second down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now Gordon on first down. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Bridgewater. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On third down, Bridgewater.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the
40. 4 yards remain for second down.
Now back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Options galore here, second and a few inches.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football, nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
Finding Williams. Once more, complete.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. He's back to throw. Touchdown, Browns. Tyrell Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Important extra point up and through. And the lead is up to 5. That time a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Lambeau now after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Gets this to Fant, and he goes out right around the 39. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Now Bridgewater out quickly to Judy. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Bridgewater to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Bridgewater. He's going to go up top for the end zone. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete.